if I had been in this relationship when I was 25, anything she wanted, she would have completely walked over all over me. My relationship with Kylie, obviously when I met her, I was like, this is the hottest girl I've ever seen in my life. But I also knew that if this was going to last a long time, we're going to have to both set boundaries, and we're going to have to both agree to certain rules. And I think this is the first time, obviously she's in her early 20s, so it's definitely the first time she's ever been in a relationship like this. But because we set those rules, I always tell her, I was like, babe, I have a plan, and this is how we stay together for 20 years. If we can stick to these rules. We don't talk bad about each other behind each other's back, never embarrass each other. I need things that you can do to either bring me peace or help me with the company, and I'll be the same way with you. We never lie to each other. We never hold grudges for down the road, and you can ask me how I feel, but you can never tell me how I feel. Just basic rules like that.
But that's great that you have the wherewithal and knowledge to even know the rules of the game. Most men do not know those rules.
Well, the thing is, the other issue is most men I watch, it's really interesting, and you've probably seen it too. Whenever Kylie walks into a room with me, it disrupts everything. Very much like the ripples in the Matrix, like the movie The Matrix. Kylie will walk into a room, and I watch pit bosses, I'll watch every gambler. They just stop what they're doing and they stare at her. She's just so unique looking. And
dark hair, blue eyes, pretty, big boobs, the whole deal.
Yeah, she's Native American. And so she's...
is that what it is?
So she'll do that, and it just disrupts everything around us. I know that most guys in my situation would not be able to have that discussion, but because I want a long-term relationship, that's why we need to have the discussion now, because successful people, if you look at what's the main thing that they all have in common, it is delayed gratification. So for us, the delayed gratification. The other thing for she's from Arkansas, and I always, I let her know sometimes, that whole thing where you guys get drunk as shit off moonshine and throw glass bottles and drive in circles and all that kind of stuff. I was like, I can never give you that. I need you to know this now before we get into a relationship. I'm never doing, not that she doesn't do any drugs, but I'm like, just so you know, I'm not doing drugs with your friends. We're not going to get hammered. None of that's ever going to happen. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm making money for us and the fucking pets. I got a plan, and I need you to be on board with this plan. And if you can't, then that's fine. But I just need to let you know. If I had been in this relationship when I was 25, anything she wanted, she would have completely walked over all over me. Anything she wanted.
Such a good point right there.
Literally. And there's no way I could look at her and tell her no for anything. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Such a good point, Michael. Of course.
And that's the thing. I respect her enough to want this long-term relationship. And while she is still probably the hottest girl I've ever seen in my life, the thing is, I've dated supermodels before, and so it doesn't affect me the same way. Just like first time you hear a gun pop, whoa, but you're on a gun range and you just hear it pop for a while, it just becomes normal. It's the same kind of situation with that. And that's what happens, I think, with Kanye and Kim, or with Chris Humphries and Kim, it's like they don't know how to set boundaries, and they'll just figure it out down the line. You know what I'm saying? And then they can't set boundaries because they can't go anywhere. I don't know any as famous as then, but I know Bilzerian, he can't go to the store. He can't just go to the fucking store.
Of course.
He's got to have security guards with him. I'm sure PBD is getting close to that.
Yeah, it's getting there. But I think your point is, with age comes wisdom.